Neil, a nasty sense of deja vu away from home, down to 9 men. To what extent did the sendings off change the game this afternoon?
Well, obviously, I think if we'd have kept the 11 men on the park, we obviously would have had a much better chance of getting a result. I mean, that's obvious. I would say that we didn't play well or well enough with 11 men, but I always think that you know yourself, in a game, even if you're not playing particularly well, at 1-0 and with 11 men, you're always going to have a chance. But I will defend the players if they, in the Cambridge game, I mean, if you get sent off and you're the last man, I feel that's harsh. But today, I had a clear view of the first one, which was absolutely stupidity, and if the second one's what I've been told, then that's exactly the same. So I can't defend players for doing that. I'm all for players being strong, getting stuck in, but I managed to play all my career without getting sent off for something stupid. I did get sent off, but not for something stupid like that. And it not only have they let the club down, but they've let the other players down, because to play for, I don't know how long it was, with 9 men at this level, it's going to be very tough, and it's really draining on the legs and everything like that. So they've really let the rest of the teammates down today.
Yeah, I think it was about an hour that the other lads had to play with 9 men for. I'm going to say it's the nature of the dismissals. It's left a sour taste in the mouth this afternoon.
Yes, because I feel that we've done well after the Cambridge game. We've had a good week. Everybody's been looking forward to the game, but obviously in the space of whatever it was, you've thrown away a game which we would have had a chance of. I'm not saying of winning the game, we'd have had a chance of getting a result, and that's not taking anything away from our opposition, because they've had a couple of good results lately, and but I would like to see what it was like 11 against 11 for the 90 minutes.
And there was a big responsibility on Kevin Holsgrove, you could argue, this afternoon, obviously with the absence of Lee Gregory.
Well, yeah, and I thought Kevin had started okay. I mean, he was holding the ball up well, and it's a difficult role to play, but it's just, you expect as a forward to be getting defenders blocking you and maybe the odd kick and that, but you just get on with it, and what you do is you just try and make sure you get the better of them by scoring or by giving them a hard time, and I just have to me it's pathetic that them type of sends off. It's not what I want, and I would say the players they're going to have to be fined for that.
In terms of the response from the 9 men, did they do the club proud like they did at Cambridge?
Look, the 9 men they've got a duty, they're representing the club, and they've got a duty to keep going for the 90 minutes, but it's not easy out there, and you do spend a lot of the game doing doggies because you're 2 men down. But no, I couldn't ask any more of the players who played in the second half. They've given their all. We've just got to start again now for Barnet, which is a difficult game.
In regards to the opening goal, is it fair to say it was against a run of play? Got off to a good start this afternoon?
Well, yeah, I don't think we were playing great, but there was nothing in the game. And that's what I'd just like to have another look at the goal, because I've got my own opinion, but it was a poor goal to give away. And we know we've said it enough. The first goal's important, and I'm really disappointed. I'm disappointed with the lack of discipline, and also, you say the nature of that first goal was particularly poor.
As you said, the players kept going, grabbed a goal late on. Bit of false hope there, but it's something to cheer about for the fans at the end, because they've made a long journey down here.
No, I mean, it's fantastic. Any supporters who travel all this way, I think sometimes the team doesn't play at its best, but if the players give 100%, that's all they can ask for, and they've got to keep going. But it's only a small crumb of comfort, but you want to try and score in as many games as you can during the season, and we've managed to obviously score in every game, and that is going to be important. But no, I can't take much from this game. I need to move on to the next.
New signing in John McCready made his debut this afternoon. Obviously, you can't really tell from those latter stages.
I just thought it's a good time for him to come on. The game was over, and there's no pressure on him at that stage. So just really introducing him. He only trained on Thursday, and he's again quite a young lad, but he's not really had a chance at York. But I did see him play when he's at Darlington. He's got experience of playing at this level. But again, he needs games, and he needs to be given a chance.
Kevin Holsgrove, Josh Wilson, presuming 3-match suspension for violent conduct this afternoon. Deadline day on Monday. Are we going to be seeing any new faces in the next couple of days?
Well, I mean, it couldn't come at a worse time. You're not going to get a permanent signing in by Monday. But obviously, I'm going to have to look to probably bring somebody in on loan. We're just going to have to see who's available and who we can bring in.
The forgotten man, Dale Johnson. Could we be seeing him recalled from Barrow?
We can't be recalled in his first month. He has to do the full. But obviously, yes, if once that month's ended, it'll coincide with being able to bring Dale back. I would say he's had possibly about 3 weeks today. So I could probably recall him after the Barnet game, which will fit in with probably another 2 games of their suspension. So yeah, it's an opportunity for Dale to come back.
And so we haven't really mentioned him this season. Is he still in your long-term plans then?
Well, I think he's always been looked upon as somebody who could really need the games, and if his knee was okay, then we could bring him back. And yeah, I've no problems bringing Dale back. And as I say, if you bring Dale back, you know what you're getting, and he knows the players. And sometimes you're better off having players you know than bringing in somebody on loan.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Neil. Just one, what will the coach be like on the way back this afternoon?
Well, it's a long journey, and you want to be getting a result after a long journey when you've got all that way to go back. But I knew when the season started, there's going to be lots of games where you have problems and struggles and everything. But that's what this league's about. If you're not at your best, then you're certainly not going to win games. But if you're not at your full 11 as well, you're not going to have much chance of winning games. I even think it's like the Macclesfield game. I think with 10 you have a chance because you can sort of keep one up front and sort of you can readjust a little bit. But when you're down 2 men down, it's very hard. You can either play with 4 and a 3 and a 1 up front, or you can do what we did in the second half and go to 3 at the back to try and get a little bit of width from wing backs. But it's always going to be a struggle, and then you're relying on a bit of luck. You're hoping to just try and stay in the game for as long as possible, and then maybe just nick one. So you don't have a lot of options, but the main thing is that you don't get the player sent off to start with.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that, Neil. As always, thank you, Thomas Sherman, player.
Thank you.
Cheers, Neil. Thank you.
Yeah.